Okay, if I was gonna start a jewelry company from scratch in 2026, this is what I would do. Number one, I would learn how to design jewelry before I started a jewelry company. I started this thing well before I knew what I was doing. Trial by fire. If you're forced to learn, you have to learn. I mean, at bare minimum, I would have learned some sawing, some hammering, some soldering. I would have learned the just jewelry basics. When I first started making jewelry and I was making jewelry specifically in 3D, I didn't know any of the dimensions of jewelry. You know, there was so much...
You weren't familiar with the form.
Yeah, there was so much guesswork in the form and things as simple as a ring shank. Like, how thick should a ring shank be? Should it be 2 millimeters? Should it be 3 millimeters? Should it be 1.5 millimeters? That was so foreign to me because I had never worked with sheet metal before.
Do you think you need to know the jewelry making software? Assuming you want to design on the computer, do you need to learn the software before you start designing jewelry?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I use ZBrush, and it's probably one of the most dense, insane programs there is. But if I was going to do it again, I don't think I would use ZBrush. I think I would learn Blender. I think I would learn Rhino. I've been doing this for like 8-9 years. I don't know Blender. I don't know Rhino. If you were going to go up to the Diamond District and you were going to go try and get a job, they'd be like, do you know Rhino?
But I wouldn't get stuck in my head with like, I must be an expert before I start a jewelry brand. Get the basics and start and then learn as you go.
I wouldn't recommend that for anything that anybody does. Me looking in hindsight, I'm like, oh, I wish I had this and this and this and this setup. That's never in the cards. Start where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We started where we were at. If I was going to point somebody towards a software to learn on, I would say Blender. It's free. There's so much documentation on it. But the thing is, I say that, and the reason our jewelry looks the way that our jewelry looks is because it's done in ZBrush. It looks more organic.
Would you build out the marketing of the brand, or would you let the brand sort of develop organically?
That's a hard question to answer because we started the brand in 2018. The landscape of the internet and of marketing was so much different in 2018 than it is in 2026. If I was starting it today in 2026, I would just document the process. I would just film every single thing that we did and just put it online and see if people were identifying with it. Back then, nobody did that.
When would you start making soft goods to go with the jewelry? Soft goods are like t-shirts, hats, because we started making those beanies immediately.
If I was going to do it again, I would focus on jewelry. Anything other than that is taking my bandwidth away from jewelry design.
Would you be the face of the brand from the get-go, or would you be in the background and have either somebody else be the face of the brand or just like be anonymous?
Yeah, I would just document everything that we did. I wouldn't put it as like, oh, I am the face or I'm not the face. You know, that usually involves that the person has to be in it. So I guess short answer is, yeah, I guess I would be the face of it. Some of the answers are so simple and like you hear them so much that it's like, oh, that couldn't be true. Start where you're at. Document the process. Put out everything, even if it feels like it's not ready yet. Just keep moving forward is the answer for me. That's what I found worked. And you'll hear that online all the time, and it's like, no way, it's different for me. That's not how it's going to be for me.
What if you're not comfortable with photo or video? Like, how would you learn?
I don't really have an easy answer for that because I was really comfortable with photo and video, but it was like documenting other people. It took me years to be able to like be comfortable being on camera. You just got to start where you're at. It's gotten so deep, but it's such a bummer that millennials, Zoomers, and Gen Alpha are so like crippled by cringe. The only thing that's ever going to break through that is putting yourself out there.
It's just a self-deprecating humor helps.
Short answer, I would get a tripod, I would put it in front of me while I was working, and I would just work.
So one thing we did to like really build customer loyalty from the beginning to like differentiate our product and our brand was like focus on the packaging special and like the customer experience when they received our package in the mail. So we had these like metallic orange mailers, and I hand wrote notes to go in every single package, and then we put little haikus in. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And stickers. Do you think that gave us an edge?
I do. I think any way that you can differentiate yourself from the competition is a good thing. And I would still be putting Haichus in our package if Haichu didn't fuck me. I reached out to Haichu and I was like, we give out thousands.
Tried to reach out to Haichu. So if Haichu, if you're watching, please sponsor us.
No, I don't want you to sponsor us. We put in thousands of Haichus and asked if they would give us some Haichus to give out with our packages.
Also,
and
we
they're
were
like,
broke at the time, and we were spending like what little money we had buying Haichu.
Yeah.
Why did we buy the expensive candy?
Because Haichus are dope, because they're like an Asian candy and they're super good.
See, this is what I'm saying. Haichu sponsor us.
But all I'm saying is, anything you can do to stand out. We use like crazy colored mailers. We use Pelican cases for our more expensive chains. Packaging is a difficult thing, and there are people who do it even better than we do. Any way that you can be different is a good thing.
If you're getting like 1, 2, 3 orders a day to start, like you have the time to spend writing a handwritten note and putting it into the package and just saying like, hey, we're so stoked that you've like purchased this necklace. Like, we hope you love it. There's a lifetime warranty. Anything happens, let us know.
So one of the top pieces of advice that I could give somebody is don't think you're better than doing any task. Carmen brought up the handwriting the notes. It's like, do I really want to sit here and write all these notes to these people? 1, 2, 3 orders a day. If you can't write the note, there's something wrong there. It's like, oh, it's going to be more expensive for me to put stickers in every pack. Yeah, but when you get stickers, don't you love stickers? There's just so many different places when you're starting a business that you can go, oh, I don't want to do that.
Or it won't matter anyway.
Or it won't matter. Anytime you feel that, that's the thing you should be doing, and that's the thing you should triple down on doing.
When you're starting a jewelry business and you're essentially broke, how do you know when to start scaling?
What do you mean scaling?
You're designing it in-house, but your product is being produced, say, overseas, and so you've got, like, say, a 30 or 60 day delay in receiving the product. How are you making those projections? Because you have no money to work with, so you're just like putting all your money up front, like towards production in the hopes of getting it back.
Yeah, that's the scariest part about starting a business is like when you're spending your own money. Like, it's so easy to tell somebody, oh, you should do this. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. But as soon as you're pulling out your own wallet and you have to put your own money down for any of these things, like the product, the stickers, the packaging, that's when it's like pump the brakes. As money is coming back in, put it all back towards the product.
So as it comes in, it goes out.
Natural thing that people want to do is you want to start a business and you want to quit your job immediately. I'm dedicating all my time and effort towards this thing. Don't quit your job until you have to quit your job or until you run out of time to do it. The job is going to fund the business unless you got like super rich parents, but I don't have that.
Yeah, or get like a part-time gig that you can do. When we started, I was doing catering at night.
Spending your own money on product is scary. It's still scary. It's just on such a bigger scale for us now. When it was like $150, now it's $150,000. It's still the same amount of fear.
The first production order we placed, I think, was $5,000. Sherry loaned us that amount of money.
She did.
And it was so scary.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And like
that was the
printed
first
out a contract.
I did.
And you had her sign it.
A promissory
note.
note. 3 months with 10% interest.
And you paid it back.
Yeah.
On time.
Yeah, $5,500. She made $500 out of the deal.
Like, how did we know it was the right time to open a brick and mortar? You're never going to know that it's the right time. You've got to take the leap.
That was the scariest thing we've ever done. And there was seriously so much sacrifice involved in that too.
We had our studio in Williamsburg, and then we had to get out of the lease. And we thought it was going to like take a couple of months for us to get out of the lease, for someone to like take over the lease. We didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, they're like, you got to go.
This place was like uninhabitable.
Yeah.
And so we had to move the business into our house.
Yeah, and we had to remodel this place.
And then we had to remodel this place, and then of course it took longer than expected. You make do.
That's just another one of those things, though, about like money. There's nothing scarier on earth than being like, oh, now I got to pay rent on this place 12 months a year and sign a 5-year lease on it. How could we ever make that work?
We didn't have grand expectations for the brick and mortar. Like, we really kind of viewed it as a marketing expense. We just wanted to have a presence on the Lower East Side. And so we really just wanted the space to pay for itself. And within the first month, we were exceeding those goals.
Yeah, people got really stoked. It's been nothing but busy ever since we opened it.
And now we don't have any more room. We're growing. So we're going to have to get another studio space for the silversmithing.
Jersey, baby.
In Jersey City. So that's the next space. We're signing a lease on it now. When you're starting out, you're building some momentum. Do you need to hire someone to take over sales? And do you need to hire someone to take over marketing?
I stumbled across this book on a plane one time called Buy Back Your Time. You need to audit your time and how you're spending your time. Outsource administrative tasks first. And then you got to identify what you're good at. Turns out one thing that I'm pretty good at is marketing. But that was the thing that I kept trying to give away because I'm like, oh, I got all this other stuff I have to do. The thing that you're good at, that's the thing that you should do. And if you're really good at sales, you do sales. If you're a people person, you hit up people. If you're a marketing person, you market. You can give away that are lower impact than that. Those are the things that you should start hiring people for. What's crazy about it is you can hire those people for way cheaper than you can hire the people that do the stuff that you might be good at.
Hire an accountant.
Hire an accountant for sure. That tax man will fuck you, man.
Hire someone to do customer service and fulfillment because that eats a lot of time.
As far as like what our roles are and how we split them up, we're still trying to figure that out. I mean, we're husband and wife. It's like we just show up and we do whatever we have to do on any given day.
Tosh is steering the ship. I'm just trying to support him while I'm also sort of the one in charge of hand making all of our silver.
She's being very modest. Carmen makes silver full time. Her silver program has started to take off in the same way that the shop started to take off, where we had very modest expectations for it, and it's just, without Carmen and without Carmen's silver, the brand would only be half finished.
And it was sort of like overseeing the retail component, like our store, but Caroline does
a much better job than we ever could.
Much better job.
No.
Absolutely not. Avoid working with your spouse.
Yeah, don't work with your spouse. Everybody said that from day one.
Never work with your spouse.
They're like, never work with your spouse. Never have
conditions. Do not
never
start
have
a company with your spouse.
Yeah, never have relationships inside the work office, and everybody's like, this one's gonna be different. But it's the most magical thing on earth, and it's the most infuriating thing on earth. And I love you to death. Love you, love you, love you.
You really get sick of each other. And on that note, if you're ever in NYC and want to swing by, hit us up, 85 Ludlow, Green Awning.
You'll see us.